God calls us to proclaim a truth that is going to upset people.
Well, my friends, it is a sad day. It's the last day for Tea Time with Tierney. Listen, if you have not gotten a hold of these past few episodes, you need to go back and be blessed. We've been having a blast in God's Word together. My lovely wife has been bringing it, and today is no exception. We're jumping in God's Word. It's breakfast time, right? So let's do this right. Let's go ahead and see what God has for us. Honey, dive in. What we got?
Okay, we're diving. We're going to Galatians. We'll be in chapter 1. I'm going to read to you verse 10. Here it is. For am I now seeking the approval of man or of God? Am I trying to please man? If I were still trying to please man, I would not be a servant of Christ.
Ooh, that one rings true,
Yes.
doesn't it?
Yes, it does. When we are working and we're serving in God's kingdom, man's approval or pleasing people, that can never be our goal or our aim. It cannot
so
be
true.
a part of our motive to please people.
Mm-hmm.
God calls us to proclaim a truth that is going to upset people.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to offend people. Why? Because God's truth, His word, it goes against what our flesh wants.
Yeah,
So it
that's
is
true.
going to upset people. So if we're desiring the approval of people around us, then serving Jesus is never going to work out very well.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? Because, and pay attention to this, you will have to trade such a beautiful eternal reward that Jesus gives us in serving Him with a fleeting reward that you would get from man's applause or man's approval. Jesus' reward is eternal, but man's is so fickle and so temporary and so
right.
ever-changing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm challenging you today, choose to be a devoted servant of Jesus Christ, no matter what people say to you, no matter what people do. Choose to be His servant.
You know, this one we've experienced a little bit
Yes.
through the many years of ministry. And on the one hand, sometimes people are really, truly looking for what the Lord has. And so that makes it easy.
Yes.
But then there's the other times when they're really just looking for you to say what they want you to say. And when you don't, things get ugly, that's for sure.
It does.
People, and you said, are so fickle. You know, I got to tell you, you might be trying to please somebody today. It's going to be twice as hard to do the same thing tomorrow because just the way that we are, we are unappeasable.
Yeah.
But God's way and God's rule cuts to the heart. It deals with us in ways that the world can't, and you are 100% correct. This is something we really need to do. I got to ask you, because you know this morning, the temptation, right? What is it? Is it friends? Yeah, I think friends are in there.
Yeah.
What about family? Right? You know, you're always trying to do. Now, I know everybody's family situation is a little bit different.
Yeah.
But, I mean, family can really pull on those strings. And what about the people that you really want to look good in front of?
Yes.
That's the hard one. Well, listen, stick with the gospel every time. It may not be popular in the moment, but it will be eternal in value
Yes.
and eternal in purpose. Hey guys, we have been having such a good time together. Listen, go back and watch all those great videos on Tea Time with Tierney, and we will have our lovely guest return very, very soon. But until then, thank you so much, honey, for being on the
You're
show.
welcome.
And guys, thank you for being with us today. Go and do the will of Christ, even if you don't get the accolades of man. Trust me, you get the better deal when you go God's way. Hey, we love you. God bless you, my friends. Take care. Hey everybody, I hope you've been enjoying Breakfast with Bradley. We love bringing truth from God's Word to you. And I want you to consider hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so that every single day you can be encouraged from God's Word for whatever He has for your day. Click it now and make a change.